Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I wanted to talk a little bit today about these continuing impeachment hearings. Today, they're going to have some college law professors testify to the House. And the thing that really bothers me the most about this is that, these are college law professors. It gives a bad name to higher education. Okay, it politicizes it. One of the things that I hate that's been going on uh, probably over the last 30, 40 years, at least probably going back even further, is that the left has pretty much hijacked education, okay, at all levels, grammar school, high school, certainly at the university level. They've hijacked it, and there really aren't that many conservative colleges, and the few that they are usually religious, and they're really spread out. I mean, if you want to go to one of these conservative colleges, you probably got to do a lot of traveling and spend a lot of money to go yourself or send your kids there. So that's the thing that kind of jumped out at me, with this idea that they're having college law professors testify at Trump's impeachment hearings. I mean, first of all, these guys are not. They cannot possibly be material witnesses. They weren't there. They didn't. They really can't offer anything to this thing that's going on, right? To this charade that's going on. So they really shouldn't be part of it. It's not like they need to be there to actually like guide the Congress people. Most of them, are lawyers themselves, and the Constitution itself is pretty straightforward, right? It says that the president can be impeached for high crimes and misdemeanors. It doesn't say what those are, okay? And the fact of the matter is that politicians, can make it to mean whatever they want it to be. I mean, if you're in New York or California or New Jersey, if you have a 30-round magazine, you're a felon. Okay, so that just illustrates that politicians can label anything a felony or a misdemeanor or whatever they want to do. So the impeachment is a political act. It requires a 50% majority in the House, a 2/3 majority in the Senate, and it really comes down to votes. If you've got the votes, I mean, you can impeach the president just because you don't like the way he combs his hair. I mean, you can label that a felony. Okay. Basically, the term felony is that abused by lawmakers that it no longer means a violent crime. Okay, a felony used to mean that if you actually trying to kill somebody or armed robbery, that was a felony. Now they'll pretty much label anything that they don't like or anything that they want a felony. And I'm not a huge Trump fan. I mean, I do think that he is right now is probably the best. He's better than anything that the Democrats have to offer us. If Trump was to be impeached for anything, impeach him for the bump stock ban, okay? Because that actually, violated the law the way that was pushed through, okay? There was no actual law that was passed. He basically directed, some government agency to make something illegal at will. It also violates the Constitution, because basically, right to bear arms. Arms is short for armaments. Okay, so all military equipment, all attachments, all bearable arms, ammunition, accessories, anything that all bearable arms are protected by the Second Amendment. So if Trump was to actually be impeached for something, there's something that he actually did. Okay, but this nonsense, what's going on in Ukraine is just absolutely silly. That's just what that is. I mean, basically, there's laws on the there's laws at actually various levels that say that that before we give out any money, we're supposed to make sure there's no corruption going on, that the money is actually being used the way it's supposed to be used. A stronger argument in Trump's favor would be that he was following the law and following through with investigations against corruption. But they're my thoughts on that. But like I said, this video is not really about Trump's impeachment. This video is about the fact that the leftists have hijacked higher education, and that's doing a lot of damage to this country. Because it's on the one side, basically a lot of people who are conservatives, are basically looking away from it. They're maybe not sending their kids to get educated because they don't want them indoctrinated. So long term, it actually, it's hurting the right, and it will hurt conservatives. If they, I mean, maybe that's part of the leftist plan. Maybe they're trying to keep, they're trying to keep the kids of conservatives out of college and stop them from getting education. I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing that out there. My personal feeling was, because I went to a fairly leftist, liberal college. I went there to take whatever I could take that would benefit me, and I left all the other stuff behind. Okay, I didn't go there to fight with the teachers. I basically went there, got my education, got the information that I needed, discarded the information that I thought was false or not important, and got out and basically, used that information to my benefit. Thanks for watching. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it. If you're not a member of my channel, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.